Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who do not know me, my name is Lornex Rono, and today I'll be doing a video that has been highly requested, and that is how Kenyan students in Kenya can apply to American universities and how they can apply to scholarships as well. So I've divided this video into 5 different parts: how to get started, the application process, scholarships and financial aid, challenges, and advice. And before I start this video, I would just like to point something out. I do not support brain drain, so I do acknowledge that Kenya has limited opportunities for young Kenyans, and sometimes we have to leave the country and seek more opportunities abroad. But I would just like to urge all of you who are studying abroad or who are planning to study abroad to gain skills and knowledge that you can bring back to Kenya and help advance Kenya, so that the next generation does not have to leave the country to get more opportunities. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys a wide range of perspectives and a wide range of experiences. So I contacted a few people who have applied to American universities from Kenya, and they have really helped me. They have just shared with me their experiences, and I would just like to thank all of them. So if you shared your experience with me, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. First thing is getting started. A lot of people do not know how to get started. Many people are so confused on who you can talk to, who you can contact, where you can get information. And I would definitely suggest going to the internet and using the internet as a resource. The internet has so much information, and so many people who have applied have actually used the internet to guide them. If you're already sure on what colleges or what universities you want to apply to, definitely visit their website. They have so much information there, and if you have any additional information, you can always call them, you can always email them. The admission officers are very responsive to any questions that prospective students may have. Another resource that you can use are programs. So some people would apply to scholarship programs before applying to the university. So if you do that, you can use that scholarship program to help you navigate through the application, and you can just use them as a resource, and you can use the alumni from that program to help you. And then the last type of resource that you can use to get started is family and friends. If you have any family and friends who are studying in the US or who applied before, definitely reach out to them and just learn more about the experiences and just get advice from them. Number 2, the application process. Where do you start? What do you do? There are 2 main things. First thing is the Common App. What is the Common App? The Common App is an application website that has more than 700 American universities, and you just put in your information and you just send it to as many universities as you want to apply to. So the Common App is very easy to navigate. Some people did not find it as straightforward, but I found it easy to navigate. So if you guys do go on Common App and you find any problems, just feel free to reach out to me and I can help you with that. And also on Common App, some schools might request for a supplement essay. So they might ask you, oh, why do you want to come to a school, or why do you want to get accepted to this specific program? And so you might have to send additional information or an additional essay for your application. But once you have filled out the Common App, you just use the same application for different schools. The second most important thing in applying for American universities is the SATs. What are SATs? SATs are standardized tests that American universities use for admissions. So a lot of schools will require you to take the SATs. And the SATs are not like KCSE, it's only math and English. And the math is not calculus, statistics, it's more logical. And then there is the English part, which is writing, reading, and grammar. And also, if you'd like to strengthen your application, you can also take an SAT subject test. So the SAT subject test can be biology, chemistry, history, and you can take that in addition to taking the general SAT test. But it is not required for most universities. I personally did not take the SAT subject test, but if you would like to take it, go ahead and take it. It just means that you have to pay more money to take the exam. And then, where do you take the exam? You can take the exam in Nairobi. So they actually have an SAT office in Upperhill. So I will put down the information in the description. I will give you the address, the phone number, and the email, and you can always contact them about when you can take the exam, how much it costs, and any other questions that you might have regarding the SAT exam. You can take the SAT more than one time. I took the SAT twice, and the universities will pick your highest score. So if you took the SAT the first time and you scored really well in math and low in English, and then you take it the second time, you score really low in math and very high in English, they will take the high math score from the first time you took the exam, and they will take the high English score from the second time you took the exam and combine them as like one. So you can definitely take the SAT more than one time, but that also means paying more money. But if you're willing to make that sacrifice, go ahead, it's all you. And also, how do you prepare for the SATs? It's very foreign, so a lot of people would not know what to expect. So in order to warm yourself up to the test and just really know what to expect on the test, you can go online. There are so many resources, so many practice tests, so many questions that you can take to familiarize yourself with the test. You can also go to a bookstore and buy an SAT prep book that can help you as well. Let's get to the third part, which is like where I've been getting all the questions. Scholarships. Okay, you guys, American universities are expensive. They are on another level, especially private universities. So like, for example, my school is around $68,000 per year, which is about 6.8 Kenyan million shillings per year, which is a lot of money. And so you definitely want to apply for scholarships and for financial aid. And I will share with you guys the 5 main scholarships that a lot of Kenyans apply to, and then I will also put together a database with scholarships. So if you would like me to send that to you, you can also put your email in the comment section below, or if you'd like me to do another video on just scholarships, I will be happy to do that. Just comment down below so that I know. Okay, so the 5 main scholarships are, there is Kensap, there is Zawadi, which is for girls, there is ESAP, there is Equity Scholarship Program, and there is Education USA. Education USA is more of a program, and they would help you when it comes to the application process, and they will also pay for your SAT fees as well. So you can definitely look into that. And then when it comes to scholarships and financial aid, to be honest, as international students, you're at a disadvantage, because a lot of scholarships and a lot of financial aid is very limited to American citizens and US residents. There's a lot of schools out there that provide financial aid for international students. So that's definitely an option. It just depends what schools you apply for. But I'm just saying that sometimes you might want to apply for something and it's only limited to Americans and American residents. Okay, let us move forward to challenges that you will face when applying. One challenge is the application essays. So when you're applying to American universities, like all of them require you to write a personal statement that just talks about yourself and your goals or your interests. It can be anything about you. And a lot of times people face challenges because in Kenya you're not used to writing application essays as much, so you might not know what they expect, you might not know what to write, so it can be very tricky. But there's definitely resources online, and you can look into sample college essays that will help you, and I am also here to help you. So if you have any questions, or if you want me to review your college essay, I will be happy to do so. My email is also in the description below, and you can just email me. Another challenge is communication. So depending on how your school works, communication can be a challenge. One challenge is when the school you're applying to mostly communicates through mailing from from US to Kenya, then Kenya to US. It's just a process, and sometimes a mail might not get there, and it's a lot. But so that can be hard. But some schools also are very good in just using technology and just putting everything online and just having you fax things in or scan things. So that can be an easier option, but some people have faced problems when it comes to communication with the schools. Another challenge that you might face is letters of recommendations. So you will have to ask your teachers to write you letters of recommendations, and a lot of Kenyan teachers also do not have experience when it comes to writing letters of recommendation. So you will have to help them write you a letter of recommendation, and you'll have to be like on them to make sure that they do it on time and before the deadline passes. And that what challenges might you face when you're in the US? Challenge number 1 is adjusting to life in America. Of course, you're coming to a new country. It's a different culture, it's a different weather, different food, different people. It can be hard to adjust, but with time you will adjust. And then another challenge is fitting in. You come in, again, it's a new culture, and you just feel so different from everyone else, and sometimes it can be hard to fit in. Everyone is different. Some people have just fit right in, some people have just taken more time to fit in, so it just depends on the kind of person you are, but that's a challenge that you might face once you come here. Another challenge is the academic environment. People think that American universities are super easy, and no, they are not. You have to work hard, you have to put in time, you have to put in energy, you have to foster relationships with your professors. So the academic environment can be very rigorous, and a lot of people, find that challenging. And then another challenge is the limited opportunities for international students. So once you're international students, there are specific internships or programs that you might be limited to applying, so you might not have access to every single opportunities, but you do have access to a lot of opportunities. And then the last challenge, missing home. You miss home, you miss your family, you miss the people, you miss the food, you miss the environment, you just miss everything about home. You become homesick, and that's normal, but you get used to it. So yeah, homesickness is definitely a challenge. Let's get to the last part, and that is advice. So advice number 1 is to start applying early. So once you know that you want to apply to an American university, definitely start the process now, and just make sure that you are on top of everything. And it's never too early to start. You don't want to wait until last minute and you are trying to get your documents together, and you did not have enough time to make sure your application is as strong as it could be. So definitely just start as early as possible. Advice number 2 is to know the deadlines. American universities are very, very strict about deadlines. So you need to know when everything is due, when the application is due, when a document is due. It's on you to know that. So as you're in the process of applying, definitely make sure that you're keeping up with the deadlines, because if you miss a deadline, that might be a missed opportunity for admission, for a scholarship. So definitely keep tabs of the deadlines. And then number 3 is to target private schools. Yes, target private schools, because they offer good money, they offer good scholarships. Some offer full scholarships for international students. Another advice is to look into liberal arts programs because they have more marketable opportunities, and it's just also easier for you to change your major, because in the US it's very easy to change your major if you're like in your third year and you want to move from engineering to like health science. You can do that. You might have to take a little bit extra classes to make up for the classes you missed, but it's definitely possible. You can change your major to whatever you want. So if you're undecided or you're not sure exactly what you want to major in, definitely go to a university that would give you a lot of options, so that when you decide what you want to do, you just have the program right there. And then another advice is to do something with your time off. So once you finish KCSE, it's great to relax. I know you lacked sleep. I know it was hard, and I know you just want to be home relaxing, but also do something useful with your time, because it's going to strengthen your application. So you can do volunteer. You can be very committed to your community, just be involved in your community, and just make sure you're doing something that will make your application stronger and just help you stand out from other candidates. And then another advice is that you can apply whenever. You don't have to apply when your cousin, when your boyfriend is applying. Like, no, you can apply whenever you want to apply. Just know when you're ready and apply then. Do not go with the flow. Do not apply when everyone is. Just do your own thing. You can apply 1 year after finishing Form 4. You can apply 2, 3, 4 years. You can apply when you are in a university in Kenya. You can apply anytime. Just find your time and just find the right time for you to apply. Another advice, and that's going to be my last advice, is stay true to yourself. You know who you are, you know what you have to offer, you know what you bring to the table, and you know where you come from. Do not forget that. So yeah, always stay true to who you are. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any further questions, or if you want me to do a video on a specific topic, please comment down below. Thanks again, and do not forget to subscribe. Bye.